Today we're going to talk about love is a choice, love is a command. Sister, it's very confusing. Is love a choice or is love a command? Both. Love is a command, but guess what? It is your choice whether you're going to obey or not. So it's both. And we're going to go through a bunch of scriptures today, so buckle up and get ready to plow through God's word. We're going to start in John 15:12, and it says, "This is my command, that you love one another." Let me say it again. This is God saying this. This is not me saying this. I'm not ordering you to love. God is. God says, this is my command, that you love one another. Of all the things God could commanded his people to do, work 12 hours a day, give 50% back to the poor. He didn't say any of that. He said, this is my command, that you love one another. I wonder why that is. My feeling is because if we really love one another, we're going to automatically care about each other, help each other, serve each other. It all comes from a base, though, of love. Let's see Matthew 22, 37 to 39. We've all heard this since we were little. I remember memorizing this in like first or second grade. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, and love your neighbor as yourself. Okay, so love the Lord your God with all your heart. Love the Lord your God with all your soul. What is your soul? Your mind, your will, your emotions, your feeling, your thinking, your being. With all of that, love him and love your neighbor as yourself. 1 Peter 4:8, above all. What is that? Above all. I love when it says above all because that's very clear to me. More than anything else, you need to do what I'm getting ready to say. So what does it say? What does Peter say? Above all, have fervent love or continue to show deep love for one another, because love covers a multitude of sins, right? So we have to have that. What is he saying? Have a lifestyle of love. We're setting up a pattern here for how can I support the fact that love is a command? I'm telling you, God's commanding it. He's saying do it. This is how you do it. Above all, make sure you're loving. Let's keep going. Ephesians 5:2. It says, walk in love. How should we walk in love, sister? Walk in love as Christ also loved us, and how he gave himself for us as an offering and a sacrifice and a sweet-smelling savor. He gave everything for us, for you, for me. That's how he wants us to love. He says, walk in love. Let's go to 1 John 4:7 and 8. And it says, those who are loved by God, that's me, that's you. Those who are loved by God, let his love continually pour from you to one another, because God is love. We keep hearing this. God is love. God is love. So we want you to love like him. Why? Because he is love. We're his children. He's this way. We should be this way, right? So let's keep going. Verse 12, it says, if we love one another, oh, it's a beautiful promise. If we love one another, God makes his permanent home in us. Not he visits us, not he stays with us on the weekends, but if we love one another, God promises he will make his permanent home in you, in me. There's a quote that says, love is a choice you make every day. Love is a choice you make every day. And I'm going to add, obedience is too. Obedience is a choice you make every day. Obedience to love, obedience to forgive, obedience. There's another quote that says, because I always have a choice, I always choose love. So going the second mile, you have a choice. You have a choice. Are you going to fulfill this command? Are you going to obey the greatest and only command that God gave us, which is to love him with everything you are and to love the people he put around you? All the people, not just the ones you like best, all of them. Are you going to obey that? Because if you do, he says he's going to make his permanent house with you. Every day you have a choice. Choose love.